Moto G5S. The Moto G5S is the upmarket sibling to Lenovo's Moto G5. It's a little bit bigger and gets some slightly higher-end components including better screen glass and an improved pair of cameras. These premium additions push the G5S beyond the comfy sub-£200 price point to £239, where the competition gets tough. The G5S is slightly larger than the G5, rocking up with the 5.2-inch screen. This might make it slightly too large for those who prefer their handsets to be more iPhone-sized, but it's more than comfortable enough for my average-sized hands. There's a choice of colors, either gray or gold. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the gold because it's a bit gaudy, but it's not exactly ugly. The metal case feels well built and there's not a hint of flex or bend that you sometimes get from cheaper plastic phones. The only real disappointment here is the frankly enormous camera bump, but it is at least in keeping with the Moto design aesthetic, mirroring the round-faced clock you get on the lock screen. Elsewhere, all the usuals are present and correct, including a top-mounted 3.5mm headset jack, volume and power key on the right, SIM and microSD cami tray on the left, and finally a micro-USB charging port on the bottom. On the front face you get the usual light sensor and selfie camera, and there's also an extra LED flash for low-lit selfies. Below the screen is a handy fingerprint sensor, which is most comfortable to use with a thumb. You get 32GB of storage as standard, which is fairly generous at this price point, and that can be expanded by up to 256GB with a microSD card. The 5.2-inch panel on the G5S is better than you might expect. It has a full HD resolution for a pixel density of 424p, making for pin-sharp text and icons. Actual color quality is good, too, and viewing angles are nice and wide with no color drop-off even if you view the phone from a weird angle. With a large 3000 mAh battery, the Moto G5S should get most people through a full day of moderate usage. This includes a whole bunch of social media, music streaming and catching up on the news. I'd have actually expected it to last a little longer than it did. I always found myself reaching for a charger by the time 11 p.m. came around. If you want a mid-range phone with a mid-sized screen, the G5S is a great choice. You do pay quite a bit more than the base model G5, but with that you get a better camera, bigger battery and a slightly larger screen. While performance is nigh on identical, these extras certainly make it worth considering.